In the headlines, leaders of Vĩnh Long province had incense tribute and donated offerings at Hùng King's temple. The online conference to reveal the COVID-19 control task. Representatives of relevant department centers met to check over preparation for the National Amateur Singing and Playing and the Southern Folk Festivals 2022 in Cần Thơ City. Hello, it's good to see you back here in this edition of Continuous and Club News today. On February 18th afternoon, members of the Standing Board of Vĩnh Long Provincial Party Committee came to pay incense tribute and donate offerings at Hùng King's temple. Receiving the group were members of the Standing Board of Cần Thơ City Party Committee. Party Central Member Secretary of the Party Committee, cum Chairman of the People's Council, Head of the National Assembly Delegation of Vĩnh Long Province, Bùi Văn Nghiêm, and delegates from the Party Committee, People's Council, People's Committee, Vietnam Father and French Committee of Vĩnh Long Province, Standing Vice Secretary of the Party Committee, Chairman of the People's Council of Cần Thơ City, Phạm Văn Hiểu, leaders of the People's Committee, Vietnam Father and French Committee of Cần Thơ City, department centers, respectfully performed the rites of paying water, wine, incense tribute to Hùng King's altar. On this occasion, the mission group from Vĩnh Long Province respectfully donated a pair of red pottery water hyacinth to Hùng King's temple. Delegates visited and cut 10 million plum trees, which had been donated by Vĩnh Long Province and planted at the temple. On February 18th morning, Cần Thơ City People's Committee organized the online conference to reveal the COVID-19 control task. Attending and delivering guidance at the conference were leaders of the Party Committee, People's Council, People's Committee, Vietnam Fatherland French Committee of Cần Thơ City. As reported from July 8 to December 31st, 2021, Cần Thơ recorded 50,141 COVID-19 infections. Of the figure, infected cases aged between 18 and 49 made the most rate of nearly 58%. In face with the outbreak of the pandemic, Cần Thơ City gave swift, drastic instructions and synchronous solutions to contain the epidemic. Therefore, in a short time, Cần Thơ City has gradually controlled the epidemic and brought life into the new normal in line with the governmental resolution. Accumulatively, by late December 2021, 41,863 COVID-19 infections were successfully treated, 540 fatalities, making up 1.08%. According to the city's medical center, death cases were almost those with underlying health problems. Standing Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Dương Tấn Hiển and representatives of relevant department centers on February 17th afternoon met to check over preparations for the National Amateur Singing and Playing and the Southern Folk Festivals to be held in Cần Thơ City. As planned, the two events will be totally organized from April 5th to 10th, 2022, or the 5th to 10th of Lunar March 2022 in Cần Thơ City. The two events are expected to take place at the square of Bình Thủy District, Cần Thơ City. In the Amateur Singing and Playing Festival, there will be 21 provinces in participation with such activities as amateur singing and playing performance, exhibition of Vietnam's national traditional musical tunes. In the Southern Folk Festival, there will be roughly 200 pavilions that display traditional cakes or cup products of 21 provinces and cities. Standing Vice Chairman Dương Tấn Hiển assigned the Counter Sports and Tourism Department to combine with counter sub-departments at grassroots level to release the permission papers for organizing the festivals and the decision to found organizing board of the festivals and complete plan to submit to the City People's Committee and its stated costs, promote dissemination on mass media means with the aim to advertise and preserve the world's southern amateur singing and playing heritage. On February 18th morning, the Mekong InterTravel Chapter organized the first Congress in 2022-2027 term. The Mekong InterTravel Chapter was founded in January 26, 2022 and is the professional sub-union of the Mekong InterTravel Chapter. At first, the InterTravel Chapter had 63 members who are businesses, economic organizations, and Vietnamese citizens legally operating in the areas of travel, transporting tourists, and guiding tours in Mekong Delta. The InterTravel Chapter's operation aims to boost connection and support for its members to develop travel business, improve quality of tourism products and competitiveness, protect legal rights and benefits of members. At the first Congress, the InterTravel Chapter elected the Executive Board with 15 members. Standing Vice Chairman of the InterTravel Chapter was elected Chairman of the chapter. The Party Committee of thành lập Cayman on February 18th organized to make public the book on the history of the Party Committee 1982-2017 phase. After 5 years of gathering, studying historical documents, the book on the history of thành lập Cayman 1982-2017 phase has been completed. The book is written in 4 chapters that correspond to 4 development phases of the Party Committee of thành lập Cayman. The completion of the history of the Party Committee of thành lập Cayman is the important event and the pride of the Party Committee and people of the Cayman. This is the precious documentary source that actively contributes to preserving, disseminating, educating the revolutionary traditions of the homeland, educating politics and ideology for cadres, party members and people, especially the young generation, to promote the glorious traditions of the nation and homeland. The Cultivation Department under the Agriculture and Rural Development Ministry and erie office in Vietnam have just jointly organized a workshop to evaluate test results of the device that assists in monitoring the rice production process in Kansas City. Deputy Chief of the Cultivation Department Lê Thanh Tùng attended and presided over the workshop. In late 2020, the Cultivation and Plant Protection Sub-Department under Kansas City's Agriculture and Rural Development Department was chosen to be the test unit to use the software of collecting data and monitoring weekly rice production process under the guidance and support of erie office in Vietnam. Kansas City's Cultivation and Plant Protection Sub-Department has conducted the program in all 9 urban and suburban districts of the city during 3 rice crops of 2020, 2021 winter-spring, 2021 summer-autumn, and 2021 autumn-winter. Results show that updated data by rice mill have limited mistakes in data entry, safe entry type, easily monitor transparent process and structures of varieties. Delegates exchange and shared more experiences in collecting and entering data and proposed to make some innovations for a proper device. On February 18th morning, Cần Thơ Medical College organized the graduation ceremony for students of the college and secondary systems 2018-2021 course and 2019-2021 course. 1,026 students and trainees were presented the graduation diplomas, including 1,002 and 24 college and secondary levels, respectively. In the past time, in face with the COVID-19 epidemic, with active, creative, and flexible spirit, the college rapidly and tightly changed its teaching methods from offline to online. This helps both ensure training quality and training schedule and effectively control the epidemic. In line with this, the college also established volunteer groups to give support at hospitals, medical centers in Kansas City. This helps students both study and acquire the skills. On this occasion, 40 good students were commended by the college. Now, as usual, before moving to the close, let's take a quick look at the updated weather forecast. The updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Cần Thơ News. If you want to watch again in its bulletin, please visit our website canthtv.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.